Hello everybody. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh, Valencia, I was reading your chats while I was making my coffee. That is, super interesting. Super interesting. Where I found me, but for civ reasons. Yeah, cool. How is everybody doing today anyway? Bacon Train, I see you. Bruce is here as well. 4X Gamer, what's with the timer? That's counting down to when I'll begin. But actually, I'm gonna begin right the huck now. Naderade as well. Welcome in everybody. It's great to have you all here. As usual, I am streaming slightly later than normal today. Hopefully that didn't muck with anybody. Let me throw us over onto the gameplay screen. Hit this button. Hit this button. And then I'll just quickly alter one or two things and then we'll be good to go. Literally like 30 seconds. Thank you so much, early birds. You are freaking fantastic. And I love you. I love you. From Bulgaria. I'd love to go to Bulgaria. Okay, it's 11 PM for you already? Yeah, I know it's kind of late for the Europeans, huh? And here it's not even 9 AM or 10 AM or something. Kiwi time. It is always late for the EU. Hey, Hexodus is here as well. And, yes, Naderade raises a very good point. Please don't forget to like the stream. Although maybe I should ask once we start. Should we start? Let's start. Hello, everybody. And welcome in. We were just chatting with the early birds. Sorry for that garbled introduction. However, let me also just adjust this microphone down so that we can get a little bit closer and personal because we've got things to get on with. Welcome to Humankind. This is a continuation of yesterday's game, the Valentines game, where I was playing the cultures that I like. We'll continue that theme. I'll offer you two options and you can vote on them and that will determine which one I play. Otherwise, the rule set is the same as last time. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? I think it's probably a good idea, first and foremost, to just remind ourselves of where we've been and what we're doing. So actually, and also we need to get a poll going immediately, because we've got to choose who I'm going to play in the next era. You forgot I was streaming Dusk. Well, look, you made it. So that's all that matters. Yeah, mine only hurt for a day or so as well. I agree with Naderade. I had one day where it was kind of bad, and then all good. Smooth sailing. You'd love to visit New Zealand? Shall we swap? Okay, what I'm going to do actually is kick us off with a poll immediately. This is the really difficult era. I'm going to go with two spicier options that are less played. I'm going to choose the Edo Japanese as my first one. And do I do Ming for the stars? I probably do Ming for the stars, don't I? Yikes. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Two lesser played options. First one is Ming for the stars. They're an aesthetic culture, as you can see. Cheaper civics, if you're unfamiliar with them, it's what they do. Also, their Grand Tea House provides a lot of stability on districts, and the rocket cart is a very useful unit. The Edo Japanese are our other option. They are a super duper underplayed one. I don't know if they're actually really even that good, because I haven't spent a lot of time with them myself. So, this is what the Edo Japanese do. It's influence per population. We don't have massive cities. Let's not... Hey, I heard a magical sound. I'm just going to start the poll on Twitch, and then I will respond to whoever that absolute, whoever that hero and savior was. Okay, so we are the early modern era, and your options are Ming or Edo Japan. Let it be known, let it be heard. I'll give you 5 minutes on this one, on both platforms. How about that? And who do I have to? Is it a new follower? Oh my god, it wasn't. Oh, Dusk, thank you so much. Oh, you are so kind. You are really genuinely so kind. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Take my money, coward. May the great city of Dusk till dawn prosper. Yes. May the great city prosper. It is a difficult choice, isn't it, Thrax? It's a difficult choice because they're two fairly similar ones. Yes, the great city of dusk till dawn. It's growing, it's got people, it's got jobs. I'm not going to fire 24 people out of it to build a maker's quarter, though. But otherwise, it's actually looking like quite a good city, isn't it? Otherwise, as a reminder, we have Thank Huck for You, and Kilwa, which hasn't been named yet, and then Devilishly Handsome. If you're wondering where did these weird names come from, they're named after Super Chat donors, and I've picked them with a slight Valentine's love theme, because yesterday was the Valentine's Day stream. If we quickly check in with our diplomacy as well, we'll note that we've been in constant conflict for most of the game, and we are currently at war with Semiramis of the currently the Nubian Empire. Brilliant. We've done a pretty good job at taking out our closest neighbor, this player, the Franks, aka Dev Default AI Persona 3. Catchy, very catchy nickname, I know. Very catchy. We love Jumbo Pain, so we vote for Japan. Late, but you made it. Oh, Huck, good to see you. Good to see you. Not going to be on Twitch for a little bit. All good. I've got the polls handled. And I don't think we have that many viewers on Twitch at the minute anyway, because Amplitude are streaming Humankind. It's not like an official news one, but their in-house content creator is also doing the same thing that I'm doing. So fair enough. Playing the hell out of Civ 5 and Civ 6. Two fantastic games, Curly Monk. Two fantastic games. You know what, Huck? You're allowed to slack. You're here every day. You slack away, my friend. It's tough being on the grind every day. You deserve... Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Relax. Unleash the samurai. I can't hear, but we can still have democracy. Damn straight we can. I am in control, which is maybe worse for you. Or maybe it's better for you. I don't know. Either way, we're at war with these guys, and I have some units just standing right here that I've just noticed, next to Kilwa. They're probably our defense force, but, I mean, Kilwa is the city that I care the least about. Although, ironically, it's probably our best city. Although it's so full. Oh, we'll just shoot a few people out. Focus on growth and production. Keep producing stuff here. Probably a couple of these infrastructures should move ahead too, I reckon. And then maybe just replenish a little bit of a standing army down the line. So that I don't have to fire 18 people out of a city to build a market or something ridiculous. Oh, the Olmec gang are in chat. Get out of here. Somebody get rid of these people. I'm just kidding. I love you. In a completely heterosexual way, friends. Okay, let's do it. Let's pay a tiny little bit of money. Speaking of, somebody please remind me to spend my gold if you see it start to tick up like this. I always forget. And I really want to spend it. We should spend it on... Let's spend it on Dusk Till Dawn. It is the capital after all. You deserve it. You deserve it. So let's pump some... I don't know about industry. Those money quarters suck too. That science quarter is fairly reasonable. And to protect you for future growth, we'll do one of those bad boys. We'll actually smash one of these bad boys down here too. Yes. Yes. Oh, no. Naderade, thank you for the $5 super chat. The OG Olmec gang. And yet I still ignore you. How rude of me. Ignoring such generosity. One day we'll play the Olmecs. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Fusion Reactor Online. Bling bling. Jumbo just friend-zoned us. Hey, King. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I just friend-zoned you. How does it feel? It should feel good. You made a friend. The glass is half full, not half empty. You know what I mean? Anywho, now that I turn up here and think about spending this money, I look at it and I think that's a dreadful spend. Let's actually turn to our ally. Do we have one? Not really. Could refuse their demands. Do a bit of trade. I'm just going to keep demanding. Just keep refusing. There we go. Hey, look, all's well that ends well. Cool. Do you want to trade again, friend? No, doesn't want to trade. Okay. And everybody else is... Wait, what is going on here? Liege of the Aztecs, and you are Liege of the Franks. Right. So, we can still actually trade with... Yeah, we're at peace with the Aztecs. And they've got 1 coffee. This is ridiculous. How about you? Okay, and we've already bought your stuff too. Cool. Okay, yep, cool. I'll refuse that religious demand, and then let's trade everything. Yep, $400. Sounds good to me! It's actually really good, because look at how cheap these trade routes are. And they're going to bring so much money into our city. I'm happy to pay an exuberant amount up front to net these rewards. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you kindly. In that turn. Now, a reminder, if you're just tuning in today, or you didn't join us yesterday, or, like me, you forgot what we did yesterday, we are playing on Blitz mode, but we've turned off scientific win condition, and we've also turned off the turn win condition as well. So the game will keep going, even though the Blitz turn timer will shrink it, would normally cause it to end, is what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Garbled words this morning. Apologies. On the bright side, on a slightly different note, oh boy, we are losing this religion game. Really badly. Hey. Let's get cheaper civics and try and hurry this along. I suspect it's because we've built a whole load of military units, although we should also check at the spread. Oh no, it's not good. It's not good. Quickly, dusk till dawn. Save us. Build holy sites. Should I expel people? Sure, why not? That seems good. Also gonna grab you a little bit of infrastructure that you're missing out on. What is this gold one? +2 money per traders. That is highly negligible. However, this one for training military units is very useful. Also, actually, the barracks as well. We should probably get the barracks. 10% might not seem like much, but if we end up building nukes, it could be. You know what I mean? Okay, everybody. Let's go. First landing party, landing on this island, which I've had my eyes on for a long time. So I'm not mad at them declaring war on me at all here, to be honest. Because I'd love to seize this. Let's conduct some war games here, nonetheless. And I've moved over the administrative center, which is fine. I don't think we'll ransack that. I think we'll pillage the administrative center with the big army. So I'll quickly jump through the next turn. Because we played as a Swahili, we have more flexibility with how we embark and disembark. And now, I pillage this. How do you like that? And we'll step these units up to the front and just have a wee look. Just have a wee look. You guys, I will think you're bots. But I could never ban you. I love it. Lizardman controls chat. Amazing. Yellowstone, +1 industry on woodland. Pretty powerful effect. We'll want to take that. Definitely. What have we got here? It's actually just boats, so they can't do crap. Fantastic. Now, they're losing 1 ongoing, and we're doing nothing ongoing. So, it's going to be fairly slow going, unless I can actually take one of their cities. So we might need to try and launch an attack from dusk till dawn as well. Let's get the tawny fields. Let's get inventing. Let's get the high furnace. Great, I think. And then blah blah blah. No, can't do. Population. Blah 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 blah. If only. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that seems good to me. And we'll just pump them out immediately, so that we have at least somebody standing around here. I've been caught off guard by this before. Hello, beyond faking. Hey, how are ya? Poor Olmex got friend-zoned too. The Olmex got worse than friend-zoned. I would call the Olmex my acquaintances. And be like, kind of a bit shady about it, you know? Really make a point of knowing that they're just my acquaintances. Oh, I wouldn't say we're friends. More acquaintances. One more day for the Lunar New Year event. Go Ming, says P. Draggy, raising an interesting point. And so far, poll results on YouTube are leaning just ever so slightly towards the Edo Japanese. My Twitch friends have had their poll end already, and it was a comfortable win for the Edo Japanese. Relatively few number of votes, it's important to note. Don't have a lot of people watching over on Twitch today. Or actually, to be fair, even on YouTube. So, actually, in proportion, it's probably about right. It's probably about right. Oh, my Photoshop crashes on me all the time. I feel ya. I feel ya. The bane of photoshopping on Windows. I guess. A watery grave! I shouldn't be excited when I say that, should I? There's nothing to be excited about. We could mobilize for a chance of unexpected consequences, but I think we can probably actually grab the fanaticism out of protecting it on Dusk Till Dawn. Try and raise our faith game. Speaking of, actually, moving through to the next era will help us do that, and it's definitely time that we do. And while there is only one day left for the Ming event, both YouTube and Twitch have voted for the Edo Japanese, and without any false democracy of any kind. And you know what? I'm kind of glad you did, actually. Just check, looks like we only unlocked 2 out of 3 perks. No Wang Xinyi for us, most likely. Yikes. Yikes. And I'm really not helping the cause, am I? Edo Japanese. So, +1 influence per population on city. Again, not great for us, but a little bit. The Terror will provide us with a fraction of faith. Maybe we can save our religion. Also, +5 influence per mountain is kind of fun. It's like Joe, but all grown up and worse. And then we have the Samurai. This is the one I'm most interested in. Japanese is weaker. Yes, definitely weaker. Definitely weaker. Tian Rui. I don't think I've... Well... I don't know if I've definitely not played them on stream this year. I feel like we may not have ever played them on stream. Can anybody remember? Probably not. Maybe back in the super duper glory days when Humankind was just releasing. Maybe. But even then I think I probably would have linked towards some of the more interesting or powerful ones. So, I really don't know. Let's get over to this harbour anyway, because it's just a small hop across the ocean to make landfall on Kerma. We'll probably prepare some samurai, if we can, as well, to help with that invasion. To help with those war games. Very good. Science quarters potentially forming around there too, so that looks tasty. Let's get extra people on food and industry as we grow devilishly handsome. And Naderade, you super chatted, and you didn't yesterday, which means there is a city to be named in your honor. How do I Valentine's Day your name? Naderade. Made, shade, fade, blade. Love, chocolate. Anybody got a good Naderade? Naderade, sort of slightly love-themed. Anything at all? For now, I'll put that as the placeholder name. We'll revisit that when creative juices are flowing more readily. Turn 61 as we're moving through. A little bit behind the 8 ball, it would be fair to note. Luckily, the turn timer isn't an issue, so kind of no such thing. We can just roll through. Nope, got nothing. Faderade. I like Jumbo's stream of consciousness meltdown. Yeah, I need to put the plug on that, hey. Okay. A new era! Fantastic. It's the Edo-Japanese. We've finally, it should say finally, reached the early modern era. Good job. Now, we need centralized power to get our samurai. Where is it? And why? Oh, that's pretty good. Sweet. It's right at the start. That is fantastic. We'll grab guns. We'll grab 3-masted ship. Supply lines because... Oh, hold on. Don't forget patronage. Centralized power patronage. That's actually a pretty good tick line for the Japanese, to be fair. They've got probably, like, one of the best tick lines in the era. Not that it particularly matters for us in this game. But normally, it's something worth considering. It's pretty decent. Let's convert this one to my influence. At least we've got cultural influence over ourselves. 1 turn until we break this down, which is fantastic. New artwork for our swordsman and crossbowman, which is very cool now that we've moved through eras. I love that. And let's build some of these Terra. Oh boy. Well, I mean, to be fair, no mountains here. Maybe this is just a particularly bad one. Yeah. Let's have a look down here at Devilishly Handsome. We do have mountains here, although we're going to have to smash down an... Well, I mean, who cares, right? Smash down an Olmec head? No, it would be blasphemy. Over here I have one that will give me 16 influence. Okay. Okay. Naderade, what have you got? 16 influence as well. Sure. These aren't fantastic. It's gotta be noted. It's gotta be noted. They need a buff. What's their saving grace? Some sort of scalability. +5 influence on mountain is not enough for this late stage in the game, when Joe gives +5 science in the first era. +5 influence in the last era, in my opinion, doesn't even come close to comparing. +4 influence on it, that's my thing. Really, just really a poor district, isn't it? Really quite bad. Damn boy, he weak is an understatement! The sheer Olmec disrespect, it hurts. Hey, I didn't actually carry through with it though, because, and this kind of breaks with the brand a little bit, but I think we've found somebody who we can beat on more than the Olmecs. Because damn boy, he weak! Jeez! What a bad district. It's no wonder we've not played with them before. I mean, goodness gracious. Let's take Topkapi Palace for the bonus industry and the shared project buff. Love it. And it looks like my lone crossbowman is being met by a whole load of Mongols riding horses. So we're just gonna slowly shuffle backwards out of that bad boy. Yeah. Just slap more faith on them so they don't compete too much with the tea house, or perhaps stability. Yeah, I reckon probably, or they need to double down on their influence thing, and it needs to scale better than just mountains, or it needs to provide more than +5. Like, I quite like the idea of cultures that are specialized, that favor mountains or tundra or something like that. But when you specialize them, you have to make them pretty powerful to make up for the fact that they're not going to be that versatile, right? And I just think that +5 influence ain't going to cut it, Chief. Ideally, it would be something that would scale as well. So it might be +5 influence per mountain, that's fine. And then you might also get I don't know, a further +2 influence per adjacent district, or +5 influence per mountain per era, or something like that. You could add another scalar to it, because 5 influence isn't enough. Realistically, it could actually be like 50, right? It could be 100, to be fair. You could really scale it up, I think, if you wanted to keep that flavor bonus of the mountains alive. Should have gone Ming. I mean, kind of fun to try the Edo Japanese, though, no? Kind of fun to try them. We do get a little bit of faith out of them as well. Let's not forget, hey? Oh, ye of little faith. We're trying to save our religion here. Cheaper army cost. Yeah. No. Conquered knowledge authorities, perhaps. Science per trade route. Quite good. Scientific facts has also got me kind of excited. On research quarter +1 faith. This could help us a bit. Let's do that. And then we'll go knowledge authorities. Whomp! To bring us back over. Brilliant. Okay. Now we're getting... now we're getting faith from our research quarters as well. Where are they? Any research quarters? Anywhere at all? Hey look, Dusk Till Dawn's building one. Brilliant. Keep up the great work. And look at this, 21 influence on that. Hey, that's not too bad. The rest of them are kind of garbage. Any more of these to add to the queue? None that are really near mountains. We could try and build out to those mountains, maybe. Yeah, I'll just leave the rest, I think. I think it's totally fine. Alright, let's... Oh, hold on. Samurai? Did somebody say samurai? Yes! Brilliant! Maybe the samurai will be their saving grace, right? We haven't tried the whole culture yet, in fairness. There's a unique unit to go yet. So, let's get them... Okay, they're already spawning in the best place possible, I think. Stand right up on the edge here and wait. These old outdated units. Yeah, and the challenge is also good. Beyond faking is right. I'm already in the lead, so I'm not desperate for power. And I'm kind of happy also to showcase some cultures that don't often get seen. Because I'm in a position where I can do that. So why not, right? Why not have a bit of fun with it? At the same time, I figure. We don't always have to min-max. Although we will, at times. Okay, Lamu. Running out of space, arguably. Could consider a merger with Devilishly Handsome. They're fairly similar, I think, in terms of infrastructure. Let's just check, actually. Yeah, they are. We could bring them closer together. It's like playing Where's Wally? I could change the list view, actually. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it? If I focus on the key ones, you got 3 golds and a science. And Lamu's got 3 golds and 2 sciences, so we'll do that science one as well, because that's probably the most value. Actually, it's both of them. Okay, that's fine. We'll just queue those up in Lamu, and then Devilishly Handsome we'll keep focusing on districts instead, to try and sort of bring it a bit closer, although we could focus on sort of cheapies, where cheapies pop up. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, do I want to turn this into a city as well? I kind of do. Actually, because it will be really good. Especially once we get 3 mastered ship, actually. Let's hold off for that. Let's just keep pumping this ability to churn out more influence and keep our territories under control. And let's have a look at these samurai. 48 combat strength. They're an anti-cavalry unit and they have honor code, which prevents their army from retreating. So maybe it is a good idea, actually, to build a couple more and stack them all in one army in case they get caught off guard and we want to retreat our other units. We'll give them perhaps 1 ranged unit as well, just in case they get caught, you know, in a... Oh, maybe. We'll make it 2. We'll make it 2. In case they get caught in a dodgy position. No one wants to get caught in a dodgy position. Especially not these guys. Okay, let's move. Actually, what would be quite useful, maybe in the interim, seeing as we're going all out here, may as well also queue up a garrison and spawn them down here. The war is likely to be prolonged. They're not losing that much. Although it's starting to ramp up a bit. You'll see now they're losing -4. Completed tab. Another great way to do it. Here's Johnny! Welcome in, Johnny. You know, we could also launch another attack from here, actually. Yeah, let's keep going. Why am I waiting here? I guess the fear is that I get caught by their navy, actually. That's kind of concerning, because they do have a navy out here. Although we have a retreat in us, because we don't have any samurai, so let's try and get across this ocean as quickly as we can. Nice. We made it. I'm not going to be baited by that discovery. That is a fool's errand. And then we've got plus 20 science, or we can disavow for the extra faith. Kind of tempting. Kind of tempting. To save our religion. I'm going to do it. We're going to save this puppy. How's it going? Yes, look, it's actually working. We're pushing back the tide. We're now the most dominant religion in all of our lands again. Brilliant. Who was that? Generous soul. It was James OSJR, and they followed on Twitch. Thank you so much. We're trying to get towards 1,000 followers on Twitch, and we've been very kindly rated along the way, and people have come over from YouTube to support it. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of it. Seriously, I do. You are follower number 769. Welcome in, friend. Okay. Enough rambling. Also, one thing I haven't mentioned today is likes on the YouTube video. How many do we have? 22. It's appropriate for the amount of viewers who are watching today, I'd say, actually. It's probably not too bad. First time in chat. First person to say my name is correctly. Normally it gets said James S. Jr. Ugh. Pff. Fools. Fools. I'm glad I could say it correctly. Because it's annoying when people don't say your name correctly, and I'm kind of bad at not saying people's names correctly, so appreciate it. Also, here's one I'm not going to say correctly. CZ Laszlo, thank you for following as well. You're follower number 770. That's quite good. Welcome in to my favorite linguist. Hope the Cracked Foot Creek is doing all right too. Okay, we've got a Civic to buy, and thankfully our Civics are super cheap now. Well, somewhat cheaper, because we got the discount with our religion. We didn't get the Ming discount, though. This one's always a really tricky one, because I want to get trade resources, but it doesn't really make sense to get either of them because they're both really annoying. So, I don't know. I guess I just ignore them. We could do this for the extra food. Let's surge ourselves that way. That seems fine. A reasonable spend. We should probably spend on cities too, though. Yes, if you're just tuning in, we are playing as the Edo Japanese, as voted by chat. It was between the Ming and the Edo Japanese, and the Edo Japanese won it out on the day. Yikes. Also, failed to set that spawn, so... Haha! Brilliant. Either way, let's get the rest of these units. We can actually afford to train one more, and we'll be completely full. Holy moly, but first a word from our sponsor, the Incense Manufactory. Okay, this is going to do great things for us. I'm hoping it will fix the stability woes of our empire, but I'd also encourage you to just keep an eye on some of the metrics that are around on the screen right now, because building these manufactories is going to do great things for us. +3 money per adjacent market quarter is barely scratching the iceberg of what these things are going to do. Watch. I think we'll make a lot of cash money along the way too. We've also got the Pearls Manufactory, which is, I believe, another money one, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's brilliant. 2 people, no problem. Poor... Oh, Dusk. Your city is losing a few populations, but it's okay. Don't panic. We've got this under control. We'll also grab it down here for whatever resource this was. Not even paying attention. It's lead. I believe that's a sciencey one, so that will be good for our science gen. And then likely... one up here, maybe at Naderade Loveheart, the most creatively named city of the session. No. You failed to impress. We should have that. And Lamu, what about you? You got nothing? Yeah, you got nothing. Okay, well, that's fine. But we'll get you your great fish market as well, because it's highly profitable. And also, it looks like you're going to need a few more foodies, my friend. So take them, hold them, and love them. Yeah, you're right. Trading resources pretty easy. Hola, senor. Oh, hey, friend. Sorry, I missed your first chat. Great content. I just came over from YouTube. I mainly watched Civ 5 videos so far. Would you recommend Humankind? Yes, absolutely I would. I love Civilization 5. And Humankind, even though it has cultural mechanics that are very different, Humankind captures, for me, the same interest that Civilization 5 captures. And it's slightly different to Civ 6. I find actually Humankind in many ways, but of course not all, in some ways it's very different, it's important to note, but in many ways Humankind is quite a good spiritual successor to Civ 5, I think actually. Could just be my uninformed hot take, but I think it is. I really do think it is. And again, that's nothing wrong with Civilization 6. I also very much enjoy Civ 6, but it's a different experience for me personally. It's a slightly different experience. Okay, so we're going to invade. I can't even see the city, but let's just do it. They want to fight me, so bring it on! Cash Money Lol is absolutely right. Oh jeez, that gave me such a fright. Oh my god. Hey, Huck, welcome in, friend. Okay, so here we're not sending our samurai, and I'm noticing a little bit weak, but only because we're right up against the border, and actually we don't need to, because, need I remind, we have the flag. That means we can run our sweet little backsides back this way, back right away from the front line as quickly as possible, and bait them out. Ha ha ha! We know where Huck and Alec were, really. They were watching Amplitude stream instead, weren't they? They were cheating on me. They were cheating on me! I knew it! I'm just kidding. They're great people over there, too. Okay, let's, as I say, run away as far as we can. See ya! Arachnadork, thank you so much for continuing the gift sub you got from Jared Smart. That is awesome. I really appreciate that. Oh man, I didn't think anybody would ever continue a gifted sub, because of course most of the time you don't, because it's not targeted and you know, like I've been gifted subs before on channels that I've just sort of been watching for like a day, like I don't really watch them and I wouldn't think about continuing it. So it's cool to see people do that. Thank you so much. I would never. I would never! Lies. Okay, so I've got crossbows at the front line who are being who are being attacked from high ground, which is never a good idea. We could leave this one as a sacrificial lamb. It's probably going to be quite hard to remove it. I might keep this unit fighting here as well. Again, this is questionable on whether I back down or just hold my ground. I think I'll just hold ground here. Use these units' movement as sort of bait a little bit. Unfortunately, our crossbows, of course, just have really garbage range, so they do kind of have to be at the front line. It's a weird give and take. Our units are just sort of not really properly positioned. However, we have the flag. So, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So long as I keep my crossbows lined up here behind the flag, ready to reinforce, and fire down at people as they move into this little sort of gully. Exactly like this. This is the plan. Yes, bring those great swords in there as well. Good stuff. Yep. And you can't do anything. You also can't really do anything. Brilliant. Okay, this is quite annoying now that there's a boat here. It was a moment of passion and a lapse of judgment. Look, all is forgiven. All is forgiven. Okay, the flag is under a little bit of pressure. Let's try and alleviate it. Stab. Fire. Try and get you to the front line somehow. Shoot at that boat. That's not going to go well for us. That was a dumb idea. Maybe sneak this unit out here in case we have to use it next time. I don't know. I don't know. Step the crossbow up. That's probably pretty good. Should have probably just swapped them, actually, on hindsight. And these units, we will let them attack into us. Try and use our defensive bonus. Yes! That swordsman attacked the crossbow, which was really good, because it meant that the other one was able to just, in its dying breath, what a champ, defend the flag. And this lad that we prepared earlier is able to jump there and do that as well. It's a perfectly executed plan. Brilliant. Let's just get away from this dumb boat. It can't do anything, so we're just gonna have to time this out now, I think. Stupid, indeed. My pleasure, you're one of the few Twitch streamers I watch consistently, so you deserve it. Aw. Shucks. Thank you. That's so cool. Oh, man. I was reflecting the other day, actually. It's been 10 months since I was partnered on YouTube. And when I was partnered on YouTube, that was when I started putting more time into it. Where possible, full-time. That's not quite possible these days. It was for a period. And hopefully it will be one day again too. And hearing stuff like that is always really cool, because it helps to reinforce it, and when I reflect back at the 10 months, it's like, man, so much has changed. It's pretty cool. I'm not getting mushy about feelings. That's not what's happening here. I'm just reflecting on facts, just so everybody knows. Just so you know, we're talking about strictly factual things. Oh god, what is this? Ah! To the coastlines! Scheiße! Oh, please don't make landfall. Oh dear. Well. Looks like I might have... Counting chickens before they hatch is an understatement from what I just did. That is absurd. Absurd. Look at this. Guns everywhere. This is what happens when we get factual, Pressy Wessy. And Wolf is right. It's a big wolf. There's nothing we can do here. We just have to... Peace out. Peace, bye. Got a nice seat star out of it, though. No! Oh, that sounded kind of like Chewbacca. Anyone else hear kind of Chewbacca vibes in that? No? Just a little bit. A little bit of Wookiee. The crossbow went over there to try and steal that territory, didn't it? And then we ended up having to bring it back home. Yikes. Please tell me I've got gunpowder. If we don't have gunpowder, this is going to be a hard time. We don't have gunpowder. Okay, let's talk to our ally.
You have my ear.
What the? I thought you had loads of stuff. Oh, it's you. Yeah, right. Okay. Two saltpeter. Yeah, we're already getting 2 saltpeter. So is it just I don't have the technology? No, we've got it. We've got it. Should be good. Why no upgrade? Huh. Oh, maybe we're in crises? Yeah. We're in crises. Okay. Should be sorted now. Let's check in with the team. It still isn't. Maybe a turn. Maybe it just needs a turn to think about it. Think about what you've done. You big moron. Okay, so this is largely the Samurai army, so let's keep Samurai with Samurai. and crossbow with the rest of these lads. Whew, yeah, okay, gonna need that upgrade soonish. So the Great Swordsman has 37 strength. The Samurai has 48. Much stronger. Crossbows, super weak right now. 33, not good enough. These guys found a discovery. No idea what it was. They're fairly useless, to be fair, but we'll bring them back and station them at Lamu and not get baited out to CCC. Surprise, mofo is absolutely right. Okay, three-masted ship is online. Can I please upgrade these now? No. Why? Why? We are trading. We are trading. It's suspended. But it shouldn't be because we're no longer at crisis point. Maybe what's happening is they're constantly triggering the demand over and over and over and over again. And so I don't have a single turn where we're not either at crisis or have just resolved crises. In other good news, we've made it to tier 3 of religion, which is a good sign. The bad news is... Purge idleness was taken. Oh. We could get some extra movement and some cheaper unit production, which might not be terrible, but I think probably mandate patronage is still the best move, just to get some extra money from trade when we are actually trading. It's important to note. And also, another holy site, and we can pump this one out up here in Lamu, and this will push religious pressure in all sorts of new, interesting and varied ways. Trust me. And we can ditch the Edo Japanese! Hallelujah! We should ditch them too. Like a sack of spuds. Just immediately. Whoop! Oh, there they go! See ya! Drop them like they're hot. Who should we drop them for? The industrial era is, unlike the era prior, very powerful. This will be one where I struggle to narrow it down. So, if you wouldn't mind, throw some suggestions at me. Right now, if you wouldn't mind, in the chat. I will respond. Do I do with AoE forward another game viewership will go up by a lot? Potentially, yeah, potentially. There are loads of things to consider though that you might not, like short term versus long term. It goes up, then it goes down. There are lots of factors. Transcend, get out of here. Do not. Okay. We've got Austro-Hungary. We've got Brits, Ethiopia, the French. Obviously, the best pick. The Germans, we've played a lot of the Germans. They are very good. The Italians, if we want to continue the weird trend of playing weird alternative cultures. There have been calls for an Italian game for a little while from the fringes of chat. And also the not fringes. Mexicans, someone I've never played. I don't think they're a particularly exciting culture though. Russians. Also one, actually, that I just don't play. But could be fun. Kind of interesting effects, like plus 10 health regeneration on unit. They're an expansionist. I've never played them on stream. Transcend, you coward. YouTube blocked it, but I'm going to show it because #freedom. Siamese, probably too powerful, although pretty spicy. Gotta be real. Pretty spicy. And then we have the Zulu. Eey. Just play the Zulu for the memes. I won't transcend, not because I'm a coward, although I am a coward, but because I want us to try a different culture. An equally crappy culture, though, ideally. Ah, Nader! I'll put it as an option on the poll for you. Fine, you've twisted my democratic arm. Transcend will be an option. We'll do a 3-option poll this time. We'll do Transcend. We'll do the We'll do either Austro-Hungary or the Italians. What is the one that you usually call for? Endless transcend only. Transcend coward. Get him, Tom. Alright, let me end that previous poll. 63 votes. Thank you to everybody who voted and liked the video while they did it. Transcend, transcend, or transcend, reckons Mr. Solid Wolf. Amazing. I think that I think we'll go Italy, because they are worse for us by a long shot than Austro-Hungary. Austro-Hungary is actually doable. The Italians, I think this Titro might be as bad as the Tit we've already got. And then for my third option, I'm gonna go with the Russians, because we've never played them. I don't think they're very good either. They do provide a bit of faith, though, so I could continue to save my religion. Maybe. I don't know. They also do some weird stability influence thing, plus 10 experience on creating unit per number of attached territories on cities. Hey, that's actually quite cool. I don't know if I've ever even read that before. Either way, you've got 3 options for the industrial era. Who will it be? Let it go. And Huck has made the poll go live on Twitch as well. I'm just going to pop for a really quick break, but it will only be a minute, so I'm not even going to put us onto the BRB screen. But please, chat away. I won't be a minute. I love you. 1 minute. Okay, how's the voting going? Interesting. Oh my god. The chat was hilarious, by the way. I was reading it on my phone. While I was just microwaving this forgotten coffee, because I've been so distracted by the madness. Thanks again for the $5 Transcend Super Chat Naderade. I'm not sure if I actually properly showed my thankfulness to that, because you said Transcend and I was like, Transcend. I appreciate it. We'll just give maybe like 30 more seconds to let the votes come through, and then we'll make the decision. Alrighty, ding, 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 ding. Time is up. Microwave is out of the coffee. I mean, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Are you? You have to be kidding me. How do we do on Twitch? You're joking. Well, well, okay. Okay. I mean, this is for you, Naderade, Forex Gamer, and all the other Transcend voters out there. Believe it or not, if you're watching the VOD afterwards, or if you can't look at your screen right now, if you're treating me as a podcast or a company on your drive or whatever it might be, Transcend won on both platforms. It was a close race on YouTube, 41% to 37. The Russians nearly pulled it off. On Twitch, not even close. 89%, some 40 votes with 16 viewers. And of course, a very generous YouTube Super Chat Democratic donation as well. Lobbying, right? Lobbying is what that is, I believe. Unbelievable. Do it for the Vine? I did it for the Vine. Genuinely shocked. You are not our Valentine today? Transcend, then choose Japanese in the contemporary era. That's kind of a fun play. Lobbying for the win. Damn lobbyists. Okay, well, looks like we're building more terror. Oh, what's that? You wanted a powerful unique? Here, take this terror. Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. I'm tempted to just let the city of Naderade suffer because of that. I won't. Because I'm not that spiteful. Yeah. What we'll do instead is build Topkapi Palace here. It's struggling with stability. Actually, also, I note it's about to be struggling with an invading army of scary dudes with guns. And for some reason, my access to gunpowder isn't working. That's pretty problematic, actually. Not gonna lie. That's an issue. Because I don't have any in my lands. So, if we... How do we fix this? Also, the industry here at Naderade is dreadful as well. I think we might need to merge it with Devilishly Handsome now. To try and protect it. Let's do it. Which way does the merge work? So if I choose Devilishly Handsome and then I click Absorb. Yeah, cool. Okay, great. So, now, we're really starving. Win! It's fine. Look, don't worry about it. It's fine. Because we can quickly pump out some units now. And let's do just that. Let's just get a whole load of samurai. I don't even know if the crossbow are worthwhile building at this point. Democracy. We transcend till the end. Oh my god, no. You've disappeared. Oh, we'll merge you. We'll merge you. We'll merge the name as well. Don't you worry. It's the only way I can think to merge them. I'm sorry. Because it needs to have devilish as well. Maybe it should... Oh, I could put devilish. That way, that way it's a describing word. Oh, and actually we can spice it up a bit as well. If we make it Naderade da. It's like Naderade the Devilish. Love heart. There we go. The super merge has been complete. Would you like some more territory for your super merge? Actually, no. What we'd like to do is pop out a new city here. Fantastic. Erdor. We could have named this after you as well. Whoops. Oh well, there's more names where that came from. Hey Jumbo, just got back from a doctor's appointment. Oh well, I hope that went well for you without shield. Hate doctors. Call me an egg because I'm devilish. Brilliant. Let's smash down Gareth's son and a common squatter. Just to have a couple of cheap, quick districts. And then swordsman. Not swordsman, sorry. Much more important than swordsman. Samurai. We should probably get a couple of them here as well. I'm getting kind of paranoid. Let me... Oh, hello. Be Woolly. Brilliant. Hey. Be my friend. Let's trade. Yes. Yes. Finally. We have a new trading partner. Now let's quickly get into bed with them and trade so that they can become reliant on us, afraid of us. All sorts of fun stuff like that. Just go website. Oh, there is a bot. Let me grab that. I got it. Get out of here, vom.red. So dumb. We'll probably trade everything with Be Woolly, but for now, this looks good. And this army, unfortunately, cannot be upgraded because of that. Because of this constant frustration that's happening here, I think. This crisis point is what's ruining our access to all of these resources. Refuse it again. We're at peace. We could try and buddy up to them a bit more, maybe. Perhaps we could suggest a non-aggression pact. They don't want that. Okay. Well, look, I'll fight them if we have to. But I'd rather not. What are these units actually doing? Are they ransacking? No, they're fleeing. Probably to here. No? Probably. Because Erdor is a very weak city at the minute. Wonder if we want to send it a helping hand. We probably should. Let's bounce 4 samurai over to it. And irreligion is not something we're interested in after trying desperately to save our religion. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Huck, your city is not very good. How can we fix this? You sort of got all of your infrastructure that would help your industry already. Maybe just not enough jobs. It's hard to say. Either way, I think it's probably a good idea to get a few extra makers' quarters here. Maybe even some gold-earning industry. Looks good to me, Chief. Oh, Dusk, that's awesome. Nah. Let's all tease Huck for his bad city. No, let's not do that. We do not encourage... Well, we do, actually. Okay, focusing in on the technologies. You can see my science gain's pretty good, but we're not even in era at the moment. So, what we likely need to do is try and surge through and pluck out a couple of key ones. What do they look like? Nationhood for better peasants. Might not be a terrible shout, actually. That would take us through Encyclopedia, which is okay. Movable typeface is fine. I might want chartered companies. Maybe also naval artillery. Oh god, we actually want everything. I just want everything. I can't have it. Okay. Ignore. Station. Get ready to grab this unit.
The written word was...
Oh, how dare you! And station them there. Okay, cool. That should be enough to scare off any potential invasions. Yeah. Scaring them away. Slowly winning this war. We will need to, of course, launch that Counter-Strike go at some point. Prohibit or... Oh, 16 fame. Oh, this is a tough one. +1 city cap or 16 fame. What do you reckon, chat? Anybody got any ideas? It's a tricky one, alright. It really is. Huh. Interesting. I think we take the city cap. Okay, and what do we got here? Boat v boat. It's a wiki versus a strongy. We'll retreat. We should just destroy this unit, really. It's just going to cost us war score. Let's get 1 samurai in there. And 1 maybe just standing back here on Naderade to Devilish. To try and protect it. Oh, we do also have Lamu up here, which hasn't been named as well. Can we see the standings? Of course you can! Fame check! We are comfortably in first. So far, so good. Huh? So far, so good. Let's go full-on artistic expression. There's the end of my cup of coffee. Whew. It's getting kind of cold and disgusting, so I'm kind of glad it's over with, actually. What's wrong here? Oh, you're already full. Oh, shoot, we need naval artillery. Okay. In that case, might send this unit out for a cheeky scout. Not all of these units. No. Just the one. Ooh, and actually the one didn't really like what it saw either. Let's send them all, actually, in that case. Instant resolve, and just let that boat die. Sorry, boat. Let's talk to our new friend. They only have an iron. Oh, dear. Oh, you're not doing very well, are you? Do you want an alliance?
Things change, even leaders and empires.
They didn't want that. Why does no one love me? Please. People. Let's build a hamlet up here instead. 4,600 bucks. Don't mind if I do. Okay, what are these units up to? Being dummies. Let's go have a look. I'm mad now because nobody wants to be my ally. I'm so salty. Like, come on. You know you want to. Let's get a couple of science districts down. That'll ease the salt in my wounds. A little bit of food too. Yeah. A little bit of industry and money. Sure. Build up this little city to be something great. Why not? Builder stars. Yes! Sure. Topkapi Palace. Do I say that right? Topkapi? I think so. Oh. What was that? It was Dusk and Dawn 2 again. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Rename the city Erdor to Necromar. It's the capital of a large empire for my comics universe. Oh, that is fantastic. Necromar it is. What an awesome name. I love it when they have some sentiment or meaning behind them as well. Fantastic name. 10 out of 10. Would name again. Brilliant. Thank you so much. And Devilish! Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Kia ora, Devilish. Thank you. Welcome in. I suppose we've merged you with Naderade down here, and now you've both done 2 super chats, so we could merge you again for another one. But we've merged your cities, so we've merged you into one. It is now Naderade the Devilish, with a love heart at the end, to try and keep it slightly Valentinesy. This stability is of great concern. What the heck happened here?
What do you say? Pleased to accept your proposal, friend.
That's all you needed to say.
We lose access to resources somewhere, probably.
Will we end the day friends or foes?
Your proposal is too much of a ball and chain on my ambition.
Yeah, it's like, is there any point in even buying this stuff?
I'm strong enough.
Like, here's a saltpeter. If I buy that this turn, can I quickly do some upgrades before they throw their toys out of the cot? I wonder. Let's have a look. We hit some crossbows in Lamu. Yes! Okay, quickly! Quick, everybody! We found a tiny little bit of gunpowder! Quickly! Shove it into your crossbows! Oh, we have a tiny window of opportunity. Let's seize the means of gunpowder production and quickly turn these crossbows into the most regal-looking people you've ever seen. City spawn is full. Can we, hey, can we, clear out the way, please? I'd like to queue up some more of these units before I lose my gunpowder. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 3 in a turn. We'll do 3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then we'll focus in on back home. Grab like a school. School seems like a good idea here. In Dusk Till Dawn, the capital, as it rebuilds after losing a lot of population, to be fair, in previous eras. Quite a lot of population. Where are we weakest in terms of our... Ooh, we're spreading across the sea. Let's do it over here. Good, good, good. Thank you again, Dusk and Devilish. Really appreciate your support and those super chats. How are we doing on terms of views and likes? Oh, pretty good, actually. Numbers picking up. Nice. We're at 43 likes. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. And over on Twitch, the solid 13. Hey, my heart goes out to you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Brilliant. And I think I'm all up to date with all the chats and stuff too. Amazing. The power couple. You are. You totally are. I wonder if we mount our attack now.
You. What do you want?
We're not losing war support so long as we don't lose fights. Our combat strength is roughly on par with them, I think, with this kind of unit. We've got 2 armies. This one is very weak. I wonder, actually, if we disband the Great Swordsmen just because they're such an awful waste of time. No offense to any Great Swordsmen in the room. And we just replace them with samurai. We disband them to add the population in, and then we swap them out with samurai, and it's a win-win for everybody. Hey! Hans Nguyen, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime! A reminder to everybody. Twitch Prime, free subscriptions. Well, not free because you're paying for a service, but I appreciate you sharing the free subscription, the Prime subscription with me. Thank you so much, Hans. That's so kind. I believe you're our first Twitch subscriber today too. So, shout out to you! You the real MVP. On the Twitch front. Okay, produce some more units. Let's chuck these ones out and see what they can CCC. We'll sail them in somewhere relatively safe, right? Down in here, protected by an iceberg. Should be okay. Hopefully. We've got loads of samurai up here with this one test unit. That one could probably actually come back. These ones, I wonder if they want to jump across the ditch and go for round 2. I think that's a bad idea, actually. I think we just monitor this. Because if they're going to try and make landfall, we want to be ready to either bounce over to save Lamu, or protect the people at home. And actually, you know what? See if you can find a boat. Might be a great idea to just quickly produce even just like a boat out here, just to block this. Just to block them. One little boat.
Let's hope the population is getting some exercise.
Whew, okay, and there it is, under siege. As expected. Yikes. Strap in, everybody. It's about to get spicy. I'm gonna take control, naturally. Deployment looks good enough to me. We're gonna hog every single city tile we can and force their deployment to be garbage. We've got a boat, but if they deploy their navy, these actual boats, I can't really afford to bring mine in, and it looks like they're going to. Man, this is a whomper of a fight, actually. Holy moly.
Ready? March.
Sorry, I was just sharpening my war stick. I think... oh god, don't take that out of context. I think, yikes. I think we're in trouble here. We can prey on them while they're in the sea, potentially, but actually their navy is highly problematic. Let's sail this one boat out then, in that case. Use it to sink some of the incoming... Ooh, it's not even dealing that much damage. This is a big yikes. Okay, fire at you. Questionable... I guess we still hold this front line. It's questionable, to be honest. We can move away, I think, from the non-coastal tiles. That should be okay. So we'll bring some extra support up here. This looks fine. The trouble is, these boats are going to give my units absolute hell. Absolute hell. It's almost as if I might be better to withdraw from this coastline. Just to protect myself. We'll try it. This is a really tough spot. The geography is really difficult. And my lack of ranged unit or bombarding ability as well. I leave for 1 minute and you get yourself into trouble. I know, right? What we might need to do, this is naturally going to carry through multiple rounds. Where is the nearest city that we can manufacture units in? It's here. What I'm thinking is we might need to ditch nationhood, which would have been nice before they attacked, but that's okay. And move through and try and find a ship that can actually do something for us. Flintlock looks to be our first option. Or naval artillery, but I think we go flintlock. Try and get the man of war. That requires 2 gunpowder and 3 iron. So that's not going to cut the mustard. What do we have up here? 2 gunpowder and 2 coal. Okay, we could try for coal. That's going to take a long time, but if we invest in it now, we might be able to make it work. I also note we appear to be hemorrhaging stability somewhere. It's in Right to Devilish, the horrible merge city, which I love, of course. Ooh. And we're about to be potentially a ship out of water here too. We're gonna have to make landfall and just hope for the best. We may need to keep 4 units here as well. Let's jump these 4 in, station these 4 here, waiting. These ones are hopefully going to march to Kerma and counter-strike. Again, I say hopefully. There is a bit of luck and hope involved here. A little bit of luck and hope involved. Oh god. We don't really have a significant number of any of these districts, so there's probably not a lot of value in doing that. I wonder if we can eat any extra combat strength or something out of these. No, not readily or easily. Okay. We're on our own. We're on our own. If I build some cogs, we could upgrade them with the gold, so it might not hurt to maybe do that anyway. Other option is we start building the... Oh no, look, we've immediately ran out of gunpowder. Is we just start building more troops. I'm going to go sort of split it either way. Bring this unit back here. It doesn't need to be involved in this mess. No, sorry, Bob! Alright. Samurai does reasonable damage. As they step up here, we should be able to take them down. Although, really, probably not a lot of point in having a draftee on the front line, hey. We should at least have samurai here. Yeah. That's the stab I'm after. That is the stab I'm after. It's a shame all of the rest of them are stuck overseas, except for this one. Where do we want you? Stay here for now. You'll probably swap out for you. Now, is it worth trying to sail across? Probably not. Although... what is this unit doing? We can't sail across. It's too dangerous. Probably shouldn't have even deployed all of these units, actually. Let's try and bait something here. Oh, that navy is gonna kill me. We need to withdraw completely from that side, I think. If it's just the draftees dying, it's not the end of the world, but the samurai need to stay alive, and ideally the gunner would have as well, but it looks like we're just down to one left now. Okay. Draftees, sacrificial lamb, to the front line with you! You take to the high ground. You shelter in place. Let's get the gunner. Okay. You up there. You down there. Move the gunner back, perhaps, for a turn. Try and keep it safe. And then bring the foot soldiers back as well. Run, lads! And then, yeah, and then stab that guy. Cool, okay. We're just sort of holding on for dear life, really. The tactical genius. I don't know about genius, Naderade. I feel like the other words might come to mind for other people before genius. I wouldn't like to guess at what they might be.
Lovely.
Get up there. Brilliant. Looks like this could actually be a dead end and a stupid way to run. That's okay. We're being besieged by rebels. Stupid idiots. Take them out. Get some military stars off them. Yeah, that'll teach them. And shall we nationalize or tax? Let's nationalize our overseas interests. I think we do sort of need to focus in at home a little bit now. Maybe build some more of these crappy faithy things too. No, they're awful. I refuse. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, Chief. Okay. I guess we just repeat. Fodder to the front line. Let's back way off the flag. Samurai reach out with their swords. Stab. This stab isn't terrible, but it's also not great. So I think we'll just wait. The horse can't even get over, right? So the horse is no threat. It's really just the gunner there, and then whatever's going on over here. I'm terrified that, yeah, the samurai are going to get wrecked by this navy. How do I get around this? I think that might be the best way around it. We'll throw naval artillery on. See if I can get a whole load of nerds. See? To get me to research it in a turn. Anybody? Thank Huck for you. A few more nerds down here. Oh, it's not enough. Also, not enough food here. Jeez. The people only want one thing, and it's food. Let's give it to them. There you go, Chief. Enjoy. Okay, anyway, so we can't quite get it in a turn. That's fine. 2 turns we'll get it. In 2 turns' time, we'll have a couple of boats ready to upgrade. Right? No? Yeah, actually, cancel that. Send those people back into the city. Let's keep growing, people. And actually take the nerds off. Keep growing and building boats and stuff, I think. Save my money for the upgrades. Station you back in base. And just hope that this city can hold off the incoming tide of doom and destruction. Maybe these samurai will end up just being bait, and that'll be what they do. I don't know. I was going to see if I could sneak one away. Looks like that is not going to happen. They'll shoot it down immediately. Really worried about losing them. Crappy faith things is the technical term. I desire additional great swords. I want FTR units. Absolutely not. Hey, Orange, nice to see you. I saw your comment on yesterday's VOD. Nice to see you could make it in live today. I'm streaming a little bit sort of later than normal. Just testing, seeing how it goes. Looks like Amplitude have ended their stream on Twitch as well. So if anybody joined us after that one ended, welcome. Please do sing out and chat if you've got any questions or anything like that. Yeah, I'll stab you. Whoa. This isn't good, Chief. Get people ready to replace the flag bearer. Convert this territory under my influence for literally no reason. And try and starve them out a bit longer. Oh, this is brutal. I don't think there are any other moves here that make any sense whatsoever. Actually, that does kind of. Let's do that then. Okay, next turn. Sweet. We move through to another turn. We are now one turn away from getting the Karaks, which need a gunpowder. Oh! This guy's constantly putting demands over us, ruining our trade.
Tarnish my glorious name.
I guess we could sacrifice our religion in exchange for gunpowder, but I don't know if that makes sense. Glad to be back, so get occupied with work. I feel ya. I feel ya. Ebbs and flows, huh? Hope you get a chance to chill a wee bit. God will, hello. And Dame? Dame? How you doing? Okay, let's just continue with plan. Starve them out and hope for the best. Oh, it's a... I don't know about this. Put our samurai to the front line, maybe? They're getting really weak. In fact, that one... Oh dear. We're gonna lose the city. How can we minimize losses? There's no point taking peasants out of here. What I really regret is deploying these samurai. This hurts. Although, I mean, if they can fight something, they can fight something, I guess. It's even actually a pretty close fight between these guys, to be fair. Like, the samurai are not even that strong. Let's put it into perspective. I do not think they are. Adol Japanese is saving grace, put it that way. I don't think they are. Although, 100% the reason why we lost that was because we didn't have a fleet. And their fleet was able to just sail up beside the city and bombard everything. We were way too heavy on samurai who were just like swinging their swords around on the coastline trying to fight these boats that were firing guns at them. We've only seen gunpowder once for half of a turn. So we don't really even know what that looks like. And unfortunately, these samurai will perish in this fight. So we need to just get them out of here. I will pay for their immediate healing because we're going to need them back at our cities to defend. We know now that our big weakness is going to be... Ooh, food production? Hello? Woof. We're gonna need to put this on expert policy. Our big weakness is the sea. Really pretty weak at the old sea. We can't even defend with ranged units because we don't have gunpowder. We're in a real predicament here. Let's hope that coal will save us. Our saving grace, please. Coal. I think we'll just continue with the status quo here. Yeah. However, there is still hope. Don't forget, we have this army over here ready to counterattack Kerma. What we won't do is counterattack from the sea, though, so that move was probably a bad one. All of these boats can be upgraded, but classically, they require gunpowder, a resource we don't have. We are now losing a bit of war score here, too. Yikes. The timer is on, and it's counting down against me now. This challenge got a whole lot more difficult, largely because of the actual Japanese. I crack my fingers. Okay, let's bring the samurai down. We know that they're good defenders, but not from a distance. We need these boats online. With a fraction more science, we could achieve it too. In a turn? Come on, nerds. Get in there. You can do it. One more. There we go. Okay, brilliant. We can do that in a turn. I'm gonna buy at grain silos because people keep starving and I'm tired of it. Stop starving! Okay, they're also revolting. Not to look at or smell, but they are actually revolting against me. So, we need to build some stability districts. Topkapi Palace will be our first one, though. That might be helpful. But it probably won't be enough. So, let's get us building a commons quarter as well. Okay, gonna try and lift this city up from the ashes. Necromar, however, looking absolutely fantastic so far. Try and combine some of this mess. Merge the armies into one. Makes it look a bit better. Brilliant. And these units are going to continue their weird scouting. Ooh. Oh! Shall we burn down this monument? Or we could... Let's ransack this administrative centre, because look what I've found. It's St. Basil's Cathedral! We just lucked upon it, down on this random island. Brilliant. And a wonder can be claimed because we finally finished Topkapi. Let's grab another wonder and slam it down. Eiffel Tower is always good, so let's hoof that. And maybe give that to Naderade to Devilish as well. Try and help it fix its stability issues. Here's another wonder. Don't say I don't treat you to anything nice. Cram it down in here. Okay, let's cram it down in here. And because it's quite urgent, let's get everybody doing it. 4 turns is quite a lot, but who cares? The Muggles would finally like to open up a trade with everything, and that gives me, crucially, 1 gunpowder. Okay. Everybody gets excited again because we have access to a single gunpowder. We can upgrade these Karaks into cogs. We could also queue up one. I'm terrified that we're gonna lose access, so I might redistribute some nerds around too. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Get a couple of these boats in. A couple of gunners as well, maybe. Just one. Set that as the spawn. Try and just get ready to defend. We need to launch the counterattack before we run out of time. At the moment, providing no upsets happen, I'm going to lose 4 a turn. I have 27 in total. Quick math tells me that is 7 turns. 6 turns. 6 4s are 24. 7 turns. Okay. Can I walk through this forest in 7 turns? I don't know if I can. We might need to attack by the sea instead. Scheiße! We're gonna have to. Dang it. I feel like I've ballsed that up. Hey, Orange! And now you're on Twitch! Thank you so much! I appreciate the support over on Twitch as well. The smaller platform of the two, most of the time. Although every now and again we get raided or something and it just explodes with fire and amazingness. YouTube consistently performing. Jumbo is failing Edo. Hey, you shut it. I'm doing good. Look at this. I got promoted boats now. Hey? Get people on food and industry. And build more boats. We're going to have a navy this time so that we can defend ourselves rightfully. We're also going to need to get coal connected. Do we have any more? Oh, yes we do. Lovely. Can I get a third? Okay, we have oil. Oh my god, I can get loads more. Brilliant. Okay, coal's not an issue. Maybe we've actually got a little bit too much. It makes me concerned about what we don't have. You know what I mean? Like, if all of these slots are being taken up by coal. Oh, what don't I have? What are you doing? Okay. Don't mind me. What is that there? I really hope that's not a naval fleet. It's a wee one. We could probably take it and bait it, but we've only got one gunner, actually. So we probably can't. Oh dear. Do I have a third plan to get out of this? Not really. I guess we counter-strike Lamu, which means I would have to move quite quickly. So, I might start sailing the fleet up, see if we can pick on anybody. It would be nice to get just one more though, wouldn't it? Orange, thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime as well! The second subscriber of the stream. I should name a city after you and Hans. Thank you so much. If we get Lamu, sorry, when we get Lamu back, I'll perhaps name it after you too. Really appreciate that. Thank you, that's awesome. If we get Lamu back. When we get Lamu back. And that's gonna be pretty dang soon. I'm gonna get one more gunner in each no, I'm gonna get one more gunner here. And it can meet us at that spawn point. We've got 4 samurai. We know notoriously not so hot at naval invasions. But we're gonna chuck them out anyway. Good luck, brave boys. And we know that they have a little bit of a fleet around here somewhere. Let's see if we can get visibility over it with 4. Again, I'd be more comfortable with 5, but 4 will do. Could also naval invade, actually. That's kind of fun. Ooh, that's quite fun. Maybe we just swap them and take Miami without the I on the end. Miami. It's budget Miami. It's worth considering. Either way, we sail up on this and force a retreat. Ooh, or maybe not. Let's see. Sail through and grab the flag. That's easy for me. Bleh, bleh. I see some gunners waddling over, and I don't like that. Oh, no, no, it's alright. They've just got big swords. Don't worry. And then we'll block that spawn point. Where am I being shot from? Are you kidding me? I can't even see them. Oh, is it just this guy? Well, that's easy. Fantastic. Okay, cool. There's a small victory. That will buy me a little bit of time, right? +8 instant war score. Buys us a few more turns to get ready for the counter invasion. Name it Citrus Bay. Fantastic idea. Citrus Bay, B-A-E. That way it's Valentine's Day themed as well. Now we're talking. And the Muggles would like to be my ally. And even though they're non-magical people, I'll welcome them in with open arms. Come on in, you wonderful Muggles. Give me your horses. Oh, this is good for us. We'll take their copper, a copper. We should really have customs union. I should have proposed that first.
Is it not?
It's okay.
Hear my proposal.
This is good for us.
This is great for us. Yes, finally a friend. We needed one. Why is this suspended? What? Come on, dude, what's wrong? We're best buds. Their war support is just like plus 50. I've triggered 10 grievances somehow. Why have they instantly got so mad at me? I think it's because I pillaged something. Hey, yeah, I think it's because I pillaged this. But I'm gonna steal it. Does that mean that I steal St. Basil's? It does, right? Although it appears to only be yielding stability at the minute. That's pretty interesting. I think tactically, we probably want a harbour up here, rather than down here. We could forest some of these areas, but no great need. I think what we should consider is making this immediately into a city as well. Yeah, let's do it. We've got city cap to burn, so bleh, here's a city. Wonderful. Kyoto! Citrus Bay! It shall be! Han Citrus Bay, of course. B-A-E. Thank you both for... yeah, seriously. Seriously, I say. Thank you both. Every time I hear muggles? Yeah, every time, right? Bringing shame to your ancestors. Not my ancestors. If you're talking about the muggles, that is. No ancestors of mine. Okay, we're just gonna sneak past these two boats. Don't mind me. Just gonna head to Kerma and try and take it. It's all good. Shall we pump out some boats of our own in this harbour? We can only really do one. But that's okay. We could 1v1 this boat for another quick win. Or, I could say, that's a dumb waste of time. Let's fight these four. No, we're gonna do it. 1v1 me. You won't. Did somebody say quick scopes only? Surely I can insta-resolve and win this because I'm promoted and they're not, right? Oh, no, they have more strength than me. Huh. Well. That's not ideal. And they have first mover advantage. Well, this really isn't ideal. Why did I do this? Quick scopes only, I said. Oh, they cheated. Well, that's what happened. I mean, if someone cheats, they cheat, right? Thankfully, I'm going to cheat and heal, and they won't be able to, so we'll get them next time. That'll teach them. Unfortunately, I can't heal these ones. Maybe next turn. Lamu looks prime for the taking, so we'll bounce out there, hoon along here. Oh, this is going to be difficult because I need to get these boats here before they get here, but I also want to get them there. If you're watching, if you're listening and not watching, that made no sense, but essentially I'm going to need to do a lot of fast clicking. Please no pop-ups. Okay, you there, pop up in the way, brilliant. Oh, they're pushing the aggression. Okay. And then I upgraded and they quickly turned around. Yes, okay, we have the steam frigate upgrade online now. This is good. We have a fleet worth fighting, I believe. Lamu. It said it had 0 war score, so I clicked attack. It does not have 0 war score. I'm so mad. Can I just ignore that? I'm gonna have to reload that. Nobody look! Quick, nobody look! Coo coo coo! Let us lay in Citrus Bay. Wait, I can make this better. Huzzah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I hope it shows up on... It does! It shows up on the stream chat just as well, too. That is awesome. Let me, while it's reloading, just quickly check in. Just make sure that I haven't missed anybody's generosity or anything. Hey, we're at 49 likes. That's not bad for an off day, where we only have 28 viewers on YouTube. 16 viewers on Twitch as well, so we're around sort of the 40 mark. Thank you very much for tuning in today. This will be probably the last Humankind stream of the week, but I think I'll be streaming tomorrow. Actually, yeah, fun thing to talk about. How often you reload game lol? I think this playthrough, it's been once. Just then. I think. Ooh, it has cost me a little bit. Unable to get this upgrade off. Do I want to pay the price for that? I think we'll retreat. That's unfortunate, but that is the price that you pay for reloading and not being fast enough off the draw. But that's okay. I'll take that as my penalty. What are they talking about? I don't know. Maybe they just haven't been here the whole time. Could be a genuine question. Han Citrus Bay, what would you like to do? Other than build a crappy Edo Japanese district. Oh dear. Okay. Industry. Yes. 16 industry, a little bit of cash as well. Also, a few extra districts. Always a good idea. Let's get a tactical spawn point as well, actually. Let's do that quite quickly up there. We'll reluctantly build a house of some description. Farmers' jobs are going to be something we need. Might try and get them through a hamlet first, though. And actually, I might just make that the first thing we freaking do. Brilliant. Everybody on food and industry as well, to help us build things fast. Infrastructure here is brilliant, because it's a brand new city. Stability shouldn't be a concern. Neither should money, really. Might get 3 more industrial districts. I'm never going to build any farms, am I? No. Look, we'll get 3 down around there. That looks good. Okay, great. That should kit that place out really nicely for districts. They're blocking my Kerma invasion with their boats. Little do they know, I'm going to have man of war coming in after them. Oh, they are expensive though, aren't they? Interesting. The Ironclad would punch through sea units, but I might just have a look and see how much that would cost. 7,000. Too expensive. But even 1 is probably enough to get them quaking in their boots. In fact, it might be enough to actually just fight this crap by itself. Could potentially back away. Ugh, it's not easy to do. Okay, let's just trigger this and see what it looks like. They're going to run away. Brilliant. Actually, really brilliant. We'll trigger that. They're going to run away as well. Fantastic. We'll scare everybody away with my fancy new boat. You gotta go. Oh, see you, Naderade. Thank you so much. Nice to see the back of a Transcend Gang member. No, I'm only kidding. I appreciate it. Also, thank you to YDragon01, who followed 4 minutes ago on Twitch. I didn't see that at the time. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Come. Both our peoples need.
This will be a blessing for all parties. I accept.
My heart is warmed.
It's unclear to me why some of our trade is still suspended. Because we don't have any grievances owing, and we're allies. Kind of weird, but I'll allow it. Okay. Sure, we'll scare this off as well. I've just turned into a big sea bully. That's all I am now. Just a big bully at sea. Just pick on people. Okay, let's send a steam frigate up here as well to help with the Lamu invasion. And if we can get these units to make landfall here, we can probably quickly re-grab Lamu. It says it has no combat strength, but it does. So let's not let that fool us. These 4 gunners should probably stay here at Han's Citrus Bay. Bring the boat right up. And the boat's right up. Unfortunately, we can't make landfall. Do I want to attack without making landfall at Kerma? It's really difficult. And usually results in death. We could bring some gunners around. Do we have time? Yeah, we do. We've got time. Okay, let's sneak these... What the? These aren't even improved. Oh, they don't even deserve to own this city yet. Oh my god, I forgot about these guys. Hey, what are you up? What are you? Hey? Might just get rid of you. You're not worth my time either. See ya. A relic of the old days. Dusk till dawn will hoover up some extra people instead. And actually, speaking of hoovering up people, we should probably ditch some of our nerds and start building stuff again. Yeah. Sounds good. Celebrating or ignore? Let's celebrate. Just in case we're having stability woes anywhere. And here's something to celebrate. We're about to upgrade these boats. Fan-freaking-tastic. I reckon these boats could actually take Miami without the E by themselves. Let's see. Well, I mean, maybe not just one. We'll place it under siege. And the Franks would like a non-aggression pact. That's good with us. We're fine with that. They've only got like one city. We crushed them earlier. What is this fight? Oh. What is this? Oh, yikes. Try and jump back onto land? I guess? And where are my boats? There must be someone right here. Yeah, look. Ah, come on. But also, it's sort of incentivized to chase up these stragglers as well. Oh, this guy could be straggler chaser. Okay, straggler chaser's going to place itself right in the middle of these two. It's going to look clowns to the left of it. And jokers to the right. There they go. You are going to reinforce as soon as humanly possible. Oh boy. Get in there. Let's see if we can sink some of these bad boys. Jump the samurai back onto land. Oh, as quickly as they can. That's not enough. This one's going to get trapped. And then on this tile, if I deploy any of these units, I think they just perish. So, I don't think I deploy there. I think we just leave those ones. And hope like Huck that our steam frigate doesn't die. Oh, it's going to get overwhelmed. Take out the weak. And flee. Flee, samurai. We're just sort of trying to tactically retreat out of here. If we can. Let them have the flag. End the rounds. Don't redeploy. Do not auto-resolve. And just flee. Yep. Okay, and then just try and cover our losses. Skip those units out, maybe. And now I'm stuck with this one as well. Do I dare? Do I dare? I really don't know. What I do know is we can get them to retreat by doing this. Ooh, okay. You want to fight me instead, do ya? Bring it. That'll probably do. They'll shoot that one. We'll shoot that one. Felt like an easy win. A little bit of extra war score, right? Because we lost a fight, so now we need to win one to sort of balance it out. Which we've done, successfully.
The Eiffel Tower.
Le Eiffel Tower has been completed as well. Very good. The gunners, the secret gunners, are sneaking across down here. Golda. I just don't know about this. I feel like this goes poorly every time. On the bright side, as we increase industry here, we could maybe build some additional gunner platforms. If I had a couple more boats, I would feel better about this. Or I could reposition up to up to that city, if I wanted to, as well. Just keep positioned here, I think. I feel like we could just sort of use extra boats everywhere. So I'll just queue off a couple here too. They take quite a long time to build. When you remember the pacing that we're playing on, especially. Quite a long time. Here's another cheap and easy victory for us. Great success. Oh, and you boys just need to get out of there. Get those lads home. Speaking of, actually. Heal up those lads too. Nice! Kia ora, Dusk. How to salvage this? I don't know. +1 food. Oh, yeah. Electricity's a good buff for us because we have quite a lot of coal, actually. So this will provide a good generic buff to all of our cities. Also, we can finally come back here and get nationhood so that our peasants will have guns. Two things that look pretty good to me. I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna grab both of those. Couple of stars unlocked. How are we looking on the star front, actually? Well, I mean, it leaves something to be desired. It would be fair to say. May not be the most desirable. So we mount attacks there. Votes produced there. Okay, good. It is also time for us to vote and decide on who we want to take in the last era. If we place the votes now, we won't move through yet, obviously, because there's some more work to be done, but we can place some votes now, at the very least. Right. What are my options? Whew, Australians, a good pick. Definitely. Brazilians, maybe. We've never really played them, so there could be some value in exploring them. I don't know. The Chinese, they are not a very good one either, but it's important to note they have the added flavour of today being potentially the last day of the event. Maybe it's already up, I don't know, but they are the final event culture too. of the three Chinese Lunar New Year cultures. We then have the Egyptians, who who aren't particularly good. Andre, calling for the Egyptians. We then have the Indians, who, like the Egyptians, are not particularly good. They're really not. Maybe slightly more on theme with the way that we've taken this run in the last couple of eras, though. We then have the Japanese, who could, and it was rightly pointed out in chat earlier, be quite a fun final pick because we've played Ed or Japanese, Ed or Japanese. We could then go contemporary Japanese. Nigerians, I haven't really had a chance to play with them, so I would quite like to include them for that reason, and really that reason alone. The Swedes will leave out, too powerful. Turks will leave out, too powerful. And then I'm told, as well, that the Americans could be worth a look in, from a certain AM in the chat. Potentially more powerful than have given credit. Whether they're that useful in this game, though, I don't know. The Soviets, you know I love the Soviets, but I won't put them in because they're never going to get voted for. There's no point. So, my shortlisted options. Dread says we're up to 785,879 stars, aka don't bother with the Chinese. So, we'll ditch that. I can definitely earn us 214,000 stars. Yeah. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. We'll just stay here all day on this endless game. Just run the turn timer up to like 20,000 turns. Why Dragon 01? Hey, first time chat from viewer. Nice. And you followed as well 17 minutes ago. Yeah. Wicked. Americanos. Okay, right. So, no Chinese. I'm hearing a couple of calls for the Egyptians. Would we prefer the Egyptians or the Indians, is my thing. +4 influence on emblematic district. +3 influence per adjacent district. +3 influence on emblematic district. They are so bad. Indians would be a better Egyptians for us. I don't mind which one. No one's called for the Indians, so we'll go Egyptians as one option. Japanese for the flavor, Edo, through to Japan. I think I've got to go Japanese to secure a solid win. But that doesn't have to be the aim of our game. And then, so we'll go Egyptians, Japanese, and then for our last option, some murmurs of the Americans, but embrace the anime. Still wish they'd made the event individual rather than group. Anyone who's done group work, oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, Yorkie. Yeah. Transcend. Okay, and the third option will be Transcend. Transcend, alright, you're right. Even though Naterade's not here to call for it anymore, I should embrace that. So, our three options for the contemporary era are going to be the Japanese flowing through. Likely our best option to secure a solid enough ending. We have the Egyptians. I'm not entirely sure why. We did start as the Egyptians, so I guess that's kind of fun. Otherwise, they're not particularly good, although they are an aesthetic culture, so we get a lot of fame from our aesthetic stars. And then your final option, if you'd like to see me transcend as the Edo Japanese rather than the contemporary Japanese, you can vote for that as the third option. Boom. There it is. The poll is live. And I believe I'm manning the Twitch poll. Egyptians. Japanese. Or Transcend. Which will be Edo. There we go. Who will it be? We'll run the poll for 5 minutes. Please do. Place your democratic rights. Use the democracy. Let it guide you. Let it flow through you. Anyway, there's your poll. Japanesey peasy lemon squeezy. Place your votes. I'll be right back. Alrighty. How did we go? My chihuahua walked over the keyboard. It's fitting for namesake though, isn't it? Okay, back to the gameplay screen. Let me see. Looks like that's all fine. Okay, how did our polls go, everybody? Gonna end that poll. Japanese won on Twitch, remarkably so. 85%. 15% voted for Transcend. Nobody voted for the Egyptians. Sorry, Egyptians. Over onto YouTube. Interestingly, really similar, actually. 73% of you have voted for the Japanese. 20% for Ed or Japan, Transcend. And 7% for the Egyptians. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Okay. Well, in that case, I think I know what to do. Do I have you on the right screen? Yes. Japanese it is. I'm just going to jump straight into them, I think.
The knowledge and technology.
I think we have to.
Backbone of the
Because we're just too weak at the minute. We've been rolling through as a really weak version of Japan for a really long time. So now we're going to modernize Japan the only way we know how. To build a shiest load of robotics labs. Get them in there. I want robots, dang it. Like that creepy Tesla robot. I need robots. Thank you. Brilliant. Boom. Robotics lab over here in Hans Citrus Bay. The first robotics lab in the country. We've gone from tea houses to robotics lab. And we're not looking back. This city is still very much struggling for stability. Maybe we claim it yet another wonder. Oh, jeez. On all cities. Let's do it. Cristo Redeemer. Cristo Redondo. Let's smash it up right above the city. And even though we want our robotics labs online, solving this crisis would also be quite nice. So, let's try and get that done. 4 turns. It's not terrible. You can get your robotics lab smack down there as well. Thank you kindly. And the siege. We're just besieging Miami at the moment still. Non-aggression pact with the Aztecs sounds really good to me. Maybe we can build up a relationship with them. We'll see. Speaking of building up a relationship. It's a tough sell. If we put everyone on industry, it still can't be done in fewer than 2 turns. So we might as well keep people producing. And I guess we just have to wait. In which case, let's reposition. Let's have a look up here at Napata. It looks tastier. We might be able to take it now. We can't quite take this, and the terrain isn't very kind either. If there's not a way around here, I might give up. I'll have a look. Station those units. They can stay right there. And you are going to sail around here so that it's nice in the open and we can just go pew, 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 and far away. Oh, oh, Twitch chat, you got me. Okay.
One starts to wonder if strategy has been replaced by obsession.
Right. Is Napata completely undefended? It could very well be. Looks like it is. I just don't love this deploy. We could get... That's ugly. International trading will allow us to continue to trade goods while we're still at war if we want. Or only with allies, and it prevents the spread of other empires. It's an interesting one. It's a difficult one to balance. I'm not particularly interested in it at the minute.
You're at the end.
We'll be anti-imperialists, because, obviously, That's who we are.
Unswerving dedication.
And we may as well get some slaves in here too. Let's see. The common squatter buff makes sense, but I think I probably have more garrisons, so we'll get war slaves.
Property, but they are
I think we can undertake
Seems good.
a common venture.
Cultural agreement with the Siamese. Lap that up all day. Absolutely. And give me some of that saffron too, bucko. And I'll take your saltpeter. And your horses. Brilliant. Hey, and that iron. On my way out the door. Hey, I'll take that iron too, thanks. He's like, but why? Because I need it! Gosh darn it!
I think you might find this interesting.
Only trade luxuries with the Franks. Yep.
This will be a blessing for all parties.
They could potentially benefit a lot more than I. There's no known path back to my cities. Really? I thought they were right north of me. Oh, no, of course, Lamu. We lost Lamu. Yeah, right. More boats to bring into the siege? Or more boats for Lamu? More for the siege, I think. I feel like... no, I feel like 3 boats is still not enough, actually. I was gonna say, I feel like with 3 boats we might be able to take them down, but we should probably have more like 5. Let's just check the war support. This is officially the longest war of all time, by the way. My god. It has dragged on. Has it or has it not dragged on? There's one more boat. Brilliant. Get you up there. And let's end this aggression. Or maybe start this aggression. We'll place another city under siege, but this time we're going to swing in at them. Kabam! Take them down. You know what I'm saying. Manual resolve. We've got 2 boats here. They will be very, very, very helpful. For the time being, I think I'll leave my samurai along the front line. Witness the power of the man of war. Brilliant. And it's a fairly even strike, so we'll pierce through the middle. The high ground stab's pretty good. Probably means the low ground one's pretty good too. The gunner is just useless, really. It needs to be on the front line to do anything. It can't get on the front line. None of these units really can. We'll just shuffle them forward. Clear out these tiles and we're away laughing. Fantastic. This siege was actually a lot easier than I gave it credit for. And I think that's largely because their peasants are still using, their draftees are still using meat cleavers, not guns. And because they're not using guns, I can just kind of sweep them. Anybody? Sail over there. Okay, boom. The gunner can't do anything. Classic. And these guys are stuck. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in on Twitch today, by the way. Twitch is actually just about to overtake YouTube in terms of the number of viewers. Jeepers. Go Twitch. Always happens toward the end of the stream. YouTube viewers decline. Twitch viewers go up a little bit. It's fascinating. It must be to do with geography, surely.
lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle! That's us discovering electricity, in case you didn't know. Naderade to Devilish could use some stability. Let's provide it some. Let's educate the people. Meat cleavers shouldn't be in a gunfight. You're right. You're right. There are no anti-slavery civics. Oh, yeah, you're right. Does emancipation feature anywhere? In the civics or the tech tree? I can't actually recall it, Dread. Weird. Musketeers allow us to move and fire. Probably a reasonable upgrade. Although urban planning, I don't really care about cheaper commons quarters, do I? Modify pre-industrial era units, cities under occupation, hamlet production, or research institute. So we are getting towards that sweet, sweet research institute phase. Unfortunately, we're a scientist culture, not an industrialist. The Japanese, even though they have reasonable industrial capacity, are not an industrial culture, which is a real shame. Let's scare away those boats. More victories. War score now. Comfortably going toward us. Fantastic. Do we want to trigger anything else? I don't think so. Let's bring the gunners home. We've got the siege of Miami. You know what? Actually, let's try it with 3 boats. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Oh, I forgot about this fleet of 4. This may change things. A time of great change. Fantastic. We can actually sail right the way up there. Sail in here with you. Could block that spawn, but I don't think I even care. Let's see what kind of damage the Navy can do. Obliterate. Brilliant. Again, they were sharpening their meat cleavers. It's not enough, Chief. It's not enough. Got a couple of gunners coming in behind. Kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. If we tag team these two on this one, this unit, right beside here, hits that. Adequate. You fire at you. That peasant will need a bit of a hammering too. A couple up north could use a wee lesson, so we'll destroy that one. The gunner could be quite annoying, so we'll sink the melee unit while it's in the sea, because that's a massive win. Apparently, it's still an even fight. But as far as I'm concerned, if they want to keep sending units into what I'm going to now call the samurai trap, where melee units get stuck on land, swinging their swords around, and can't do anything to take boats down. It's the samurai trap. Okay, let's just keep it going. I'm just checking kind of who can hit who here. The who's who of hitting. The gunner could be annoying enough to take out first. Yeah, sure. You are a threat to us. We'll close in on you. Take out these units along here too. The downside is, of course, we can't actually take the flag. So the siege will be a failure unless we can destroy every unit.
18 military stars.
Which isn't actually the end of the world. I've just earned 18 military stars in this era.
Makes right.
We only just moved through! What the... Amazing. Where can you even get visibility here? Nowhere by the looks. Just sail you in there, I guess. Continue trying to destroy as many units as we can, because that will encourage them to bring more through. So rather than weaken ones so they deal less damage, which is obviously not really that much of a threat to me, I'm going to try and just clear them out. So that they shuffle more through in and up this way. What I should be doing is targeting the one on the flag, really. Oh look, here they go. Oh, boats. Uh-oh. That's not good. Thankfully, they're just crappy caracks, so not actually the end of the world. Let's sail back and deal to them nonetheless, though. Send some healthy ships back. Maybe even a bit of bait, actually. There you go. And over here, seeing as there aren't really any ranged units, we can probably consider our... we can probably continue to bombard these coastal units a bit, I reckon. Farm them for XP. Take them out, get military stars. It's all good stuff going on. They're going to redeploy another wave. We might lose this one, maybe. But not the end of the world. Our Man of War, clearly, by the way, beelining toward the Man of War was a great move. Or at least it seems to have paid off for us. Egyptians will be more viable if the EQ was plus 7 minus error number of EQ per turn. So lean into the historic lore, where older ancient EQs grant more value. Yeah, yep. Love it. I also love the technical discussion, although it's something I can't, you know, fully sort of contribute to in a meaningful way. Money from the spoils of war does seem tempting, but I think if we've got enough war techs, we might do the old research gab. No, actually, let's get oil. Let's get oil. And mechanization. And urban planning. No. Just those two. Oh, maybe aluminium as well. Yeah, let's get some aeroplanes. We've got a unique one. Fine. Then we'll go along the bottom and get the nuclear reactor, blah, 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 blah. Oh, actually, Mr. Krabs, I've got an idea. Seeing as the war is effectively over, right?
I will not sugarcoat it.
Nearly. They're a bit vexed. We can probably hurry its conclusion by firing at these two boats. You're kidding me. You're gonna try and fight this? Okay. How'd that go for you, Chief? Oh my god, they're gonna deploy their melee units as well. Are you joking me? Oh dear. I could do this all day! Like shooting fish in a barrel. Samurai trip, I think you mean the meat grinder. Yeah, that's another way of putting it. You could put it that way. Okay, let's just try and secure the flag as well so that we actually come out victorious. Otherwise this will all be for nout. Move away from the gunner. Try and get out of its range so it can't throw stones at me anymore. It still can. We're gonna have to actually sail over there and deal to it probably. And this will continue next turn. Okay, well that's hilarious. I love that. You get over there just in case we need you, Chief. We probably don't need you there, so you can just heal. Back over on Obliteration Station 2.0, you can see we're making similar gains. Try and focus fire. Take out the weakest link. I don't want to expose my units too much, but that's a pretty good strike. Do we want to send reinforcements to the Navy side? I think we do. Hard to, though. Apparently, you can still fire from there, so that's fine. These attacks are becoming... starting to feel a little more redundant. But I guess I'll keep striking. Man, this is just... It's literally Humankind in war times. Is a complete understatement of what is going on right now. Oof. We did lose a ship. Unlucky. However, now it's my turn to retaliate, and I'm gonna do just that. 1 down. 2 down. Sail this unit over this way, teach this gunner a lesson. Of course, the gunner is the biggest threat, so we may as well sail everybody over and deal to the gunner and the other naval ships, I think. Pew pew! Oh yeah, okay. It's a long, drawn-out fight. And it's one that they can't really win. So long as I'm clever about the units that I take out. And, really, also, there is another smaller precondition that I haven't mentioned. And that is, we have to try and destroy every one of their units. This is a good start. Oh my god. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have another war going at the same time, no? Ah, yes! But this one is a bit different. If I take the flag, it might bait them to move out for it. No, they're just gonna shoot me with their guns. Okay, well, I'll just sail right up in their face and volley them from the sea then. Boom. How do you like that, punk? You big dingus. Replenish. Move this army here because it looks like we're getting some rebels. Everything's fine. Aerial combat is actually very deep in this game, which they'd make it more obvious to the player. Yeah, me too, me too. I've sort of dabbled with it a little bit in a couple of streams here or there, and every time I do, I discover exactly that. It looks like the war is over. But I might just, you know, sort of squeeze a little bit extra value out of it. Oh no, let's end it. Well, yep, the war is over. Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. 40 war score. What can I do with 40? Nothing. And I have to take Napata. Okay. So we can only take Napata and then get 1,200 bucks out of them. That's fine. Surrender. Oh, and we get Lamu back. Great. Really great, actually. A good result. And we saved our ships just in the nick of time. Woo! Good job, everybody. We did it. Successfully ended the conflict. Recaptured Lamu. And took not only Napata, but actually, don't forget, we took Han Citrus Bay and St. Basil's Cathedral by snagging the outpost out from underneath it. Now what we're going to do is go... collective mines, collective mines, collective mines. Do you know what I'm going to say next? You do. I don't even need to say it. I'm going to collective mines everywhere. Hold on. Ooh. Lamu, is there any point in you existing? No. Absorb? Cannot be done with the presence of a hostile army. Where? Oh, it'll be them or them. Okay, that's fine. Lamu, you just collective mines too. Great. So now I've got the whole empire on collective mines except for Napata. It's going to hurt our gold production, but I don't care. Let's do it. See if we can raise a whole load of science real quick. Minus 50% cost on Commons Quarter. That could be useful for us, actually. I'll grab that, even though we've buffed the garrison with our slaves. We'll grab the cheaper Commons Quarters. As perverse as that might seem. And I'll get rid of these rebels with an insta-resolve, insta-success. That's a pretty easy fight with me behind the walls. Han Citrus Bay is going to have itself some somewhat outdated dudes there. And let's keep the fleet stationed in Napata because we do still have enemy troops in our territory. Get out of here! You are not allowed. Shoo fly, don't bother me. Kerma is independent. Grab it, I beg you. Oh my goodness. Kerma. Yes! Let's snake it, baby. Great call, friend. Let's take it. Can we take it with just some samurai? Yes. Brilliant. Hey, great call. Great call in chat. Thank you so much. Kind of reminds me of the time I bombed an outpost with the Americans' lightning unit and blew up the Colossus without realizing. I really like the the way that they frame wonders getting destroyed. You know, like quite often there's an event or a world notification that something really special's just been wrecked. It's always really cool. I like the way the game handles it. This city could probably use just a little bit of time developing its own infrastructures. Including, actually, additional stability. Wow, this... Oh my god, this Kerma is massive! What a take! Oh, thank goodness you mentioned it, because I wouldn't have noticed, because I had such a one-track mind, you know, like I was so focused on what I was doing. Let's merge this fleet together as well as a cost-saving measure and keep them stationed here at Necromar. Brilliant. Fantastic result, actually. Really brilliant. Hey, thanks to everybody who's still watching. We have over 50 viewers still watching across both platforms. And we got to 55 likes on YouTube, which isn't too bad. And it's nice to see everybody still chatting away as well. I appreciate it. I know we're a little bit later than normal today. Little bit later. Aerial warfare, anyway, has been researched, which gives us Ryzen. Light aircraft. Patrol unit. Destroyed if a single attack ever removes more than half of its health. Patrol aircraft able to provide vision and counter enemy aircraft. Can also strike ground targets with reduced efficiency. Okay. Good to know. We also got a biplane. Kind of weird. Don't ask. Artistic ownership. We'll save up for that one. That's a fun kind of late game civic. Kerma is ours. It's pretty good. Just bring some troops down there. Just to sort of show them who's boss. Yep. Kerma. And then we'll keep the fleet. What the fleet? Stationed back at Napata. And hopefully scare away some more of these guys. Shoot. Come on. Get out of here. I mean, really. Pretty cheap techs coming through. Let's go Research Institute, uranium enrichment, nuclear fission, fusion reactor, and follow that up with continuous track, composite armor, exosuit. Because we've got all of our cities on collective minds, right? We are trying as hard, except for Kerma, we are trying as hard as we can to raise as much science as possible, so that I can quickly burst through and grab the key technologies. And because, with the, you know, the sort of more recent patches to Humankind, we've turned the certain endgame conditions off. So I'm only limited by the ones that I've chosen to be limited by, which hopefully won't spoil anything. 0 upkeep on the Rising. Guess that makes up for their debuff. Yeah, I suppose it does, actually. Although, is unit upkeep really a concern at this point in the game? I guess it does make a difference. I guess it does make a difference sometimes.
Additional answers, but open up a whole range of ever more perplexing questions.
Let's take the Sydney Opera House. Kalgoorlie. And again, just fight these people. Oh, yay, that time they didn't flee. Good stuff. We'll sink some of their boats in that case. You can stay stationed there. The samurai who could will refuse all of this civics crap. Not interested. And Naderade to Devilish is just starting to recover now from its stability woes. Fantastic to see. Two more turns on Collective Minds for it before it can start progressing much else. Look at these science quarters go. Woof. Probably don't actually even need to build that many. There's the fusion reactor. Done. Nuclear weapons. Okay, we'll save for that civic instead. Getting 1,000 civic a turn at the moment, which isn't too bad. Sail over here and sink this dumb boat. Which is, it's just like one rogue unit. Oh, it's in their territory. Okay, I'll watch this dumb boat.
Well, cultural stuff. At this rate,
Hey, I'm watching you.
there'll be no culture left for anyone else.
Fusion reactor. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Non-aggression pact. I'll take it.
This will be a blessing for all parties.
Whoa, we should really open trade between our empires.
I have a notion which would
Yeah.
benefit us both.
I am certain that agreement is the logical way forward.
Oh, well played.
Well played. Super well played. Shouts my character. You're playing this game so well! Thanks for trading with me! Is essentially what he just shouted. Well, that's really cool. Do you want to trade everything as well?
Things change.
Brilliant.
Even leaders and empires. I have
Coal provides us with a whole load of extra resources on all of our districts. So that's a really good pickup. Really, all of these are pretty good for industry too. So we're just going to hoover up everything that they have to offer. They're afraid of me now, after I absolutely romp-stomped them. Armor's been what? Armor's been researched? Huh? How fast am I moving through? Though we moved pretty slowly through here, we ended up with meditate often. Yikes. How is the religion doing? It's a struggle. But we've managed to keep it fairly strong. Fairly strong.
With 5 commons quarters,
Now I really need to save up. If we want to get nukes, I need to save up for that.
and perhaps divorce.
My next tech snipe wants to be maybe the aesthete one. Neural implant through World Wide Web. Let's nab that line next, because that one is really good. And we will overlook some sinning
Mark of any
while all of our cities churn out science to help them grow, help plug the gaps. You can see rebels are starting to appear everywhere as stability starts to really suffer. We might actually have to turn to our civics to plug that instead. Press freedom. Let's prevent an empire-wide revolution by issuing propaganda across the empire. This will stop empire-wide revolutions and enable us to keep control of our cities when it matters the most. The other way to ensure that you keep control is just to station some units in or near. So, Navy there, few troops there. You've only got 2 troops. That makes me a little uneasy. A couple of extra gunners, though. That's probably alright. The capital is perhaps the most vulnerable. So we'll ship these units back. Upgrading their guns as they go. And then... Ooh, you probably need the fleet back there. Actually, Napata, you're kind of a little bit vulnerable. So why don't you get a tank? Nah, just a couple of gunners. Political entitlement. This is a really fun one as well, to buff militia. I love this a lot. Another really great one, actually, also to combat falling stability. Because if you enact this, your militia becomes stronger, and then when rebels attack undefended cities, your militia are more capable of destroying them. So we might also save up for Republic to try and sort of plug the stability gap. Neural implants been completed as well. That's great. That'll help our yields a little bit. I might also grab the money out of Space Orbital as well. That'll be useful for us. And then, like I say, we'll just keep these cities sort of poised to respond to any rebellions, but also potentially ready for a strike. If we have units stationed everywhere, then in theory, we'll be ready to strike whenever we need to.
12 scientists.
We'll get Kerma building a
You can both
Sydney Opera House, because why not? It's not on Collective Minds anymore. I'm going to start to phase away from Collective Minds, because of course that's not really going to provide any value. So, Napta, you could probably do something different to provide us value. Like having a look with a space station, for example. The Nubians would like an alliance. After their rebellions and all sorts of crap went down, we'll accept it. We've had a really rocky relationship with them. We've been at war with them basically the entire game. So it makes sense that we just sort of settle down a bit. Settle down a bit with them. Allow them to flow through. New Zealand EQ would be Hobbit Town. There's a military laser, and also we've got an eye in the sky now. This makes launching things quite a bit easier. Let's finish this at the Opera House. The gang's all here after all. And then we'll just sweep through anything that's missing. Right. Nab the rest. Naval strategy, wireless technology, for example. Military coordinate, siege cannons. It'd be fair to say we've got a little bit of catching up to do on some pretty outdated technologies. So I might let the cities that are enabling that catch up. I might let them still do that. And as our civics start to roll through, let's be a republic.
Trust a leader whose primary concern
Nothing bad ever happened. Nope, nothing. Ever. Nothing bad ever happened to the Republic.
the curves of this
There's the
glorious
Sydney Opera House. I wonder if we can snag one more. Ah, bummer.
consider the fact
We cannot. Although probably for the best, because I kind of want to save up now. Let's connect any resources that aren't connected. Let's make sure that we have logical things like incredible harbours where they can be built. Jeez, this person really didn't like their harbours, did they? Yet they have the freaking Lighthouse of Alexandria. Are you for real? What a waste. And then speaking of what a waste, probably all of these infrastructures would be a pretty good idea. Although the science one's less useful. We could try and merge into some sort of super city at some point. So I'm going to build them nonetheless. Maybe get some tactical districts down here as well. Could potentially be an opportunity to strike in a whole number of ways. So yeah, we'll place those tactfully around Napata here. It could strike the heartland of a lot of players. Oh, and I can get a wonder. Brilliant. We'll snag the Empire State Building as well, just to really, truly be the most wonderful person. A Republic Evolution could be in order as well. What would that give me? Science on Commons Quarters and money, or just a flat stability on territory.
existence would ensure
Okay.
it never gets used.
Okay. Not too bad. Might be time to save for nukes, though.
This will be a blessing for all parties. I accept.
Our people will rejoice.
Oil to connect. Glorious oil! Liquid gold, they say. New Zealand EU would just be a hobbit riding a kiwi bird. Oh. Yep. Literally just make it Lord of the Rings and call it a day. Just call it Lord of the Rings and make it a day. Let's get the Empire State Building here to really flex what we do. And as cities start to finish any necessary infrastructure, we'll convert them over to it. No point really in buffing our religion anymore, so let's embrace the wild frontier of the interwebs. And now we need to also decide what victory condition do we want. So we could go for domination and take some capitals. At the moment, I don't think I have any because Parisius kept theirs. However, maybe if we take the lead... Yeah, so there's still one relationship there. It would be quite a bit of work to do that, but not the end of the world. Or, actually, another option, we could go this... We could go more of a techie, spacey route. Of course, we've disabled just the flat-out win by the tech tree. So that's not an option. But we could probably quite easily here just move through to space, right? We don't need science, so we can focus people on being productive instead. We actually literally do not need science, so should have clicked out of that a little while ago. And all of the cities can naturally redistribute all of their scientists onto more useful things, like growing people and building districts and infrastructures and all of these wonderful things that could also be earning me, it's important to note, extra fame. So if we were going for a record, which it doesn't quite look like we are, naturally, then that's not a bad way to do it. Prosperous with bad consequences, or defiant with unexpected? Let's take the unexpected role. I think that's fine. And now we need oil and uranium if we want to complete that. So that becomes potentially a dangerous resource grab if we're not careful. Although we may have enough. Hey, actually we might. Look at all this. Oil well. uranium mine. Okay. We've got another uranium... We've got 2 more uranium mines in the capital that have been untapped. Over here in Thank Huck, we've got aluminium mines and uranium mines. Brilliant. We might actually be able to pull this together. Unsure why that can't do that. Okay, is what it is. I don't even know what to do with Lamu. There's 26 people who live here, but to be honest, om nom, let's just merge these cities together. We don't need scientists, so we can go expert policy, chuck science at the end, and then fill this place up with a whole load of jobs. Well, Hamlet. It's a good start. Some of the infrastructures will provide jobs as well, so maybe we just double down on that. Not terrible. Regret. Empire State where we can, although we do need to finish aluminium, and it looks like we've just got enough that we could go to the moon. We can do it in the same spot as the rest. It's the Mars colony. Let's do it. I think that could be a fitting way to do this. Sacrifice. Celebrate or be patriotic. Let's be patriotic, because it has the chance of triggering other narrative events. I love it. We'll help with the Mars colony. Get everybody on board.
A phenomenal achievement of
Nice.
civilization
Do we want to also have super duper satellites? Why not?
Bureaucracy, and a dozen supertankers worth of coffee.
Triggers the end of the game? I think it's time, friends. Let's wave the white flag.
If you're going to go
Call it a very successful victory. It's the end of the journey. And what turned into a pretty cool Japanese-themed game, actually. Accidentally. And it wasn't at all planned. Minus 20,000 and Defiant. That's a nasty event. Although we have 21,000 gold, so do we really care? Not particularly, actually. And on my last turn, I'll complete the satellite network, and we'll get the whole gang onto it. And boom. There we go. Amazing. Oh man, thank you so much. We'll let it play through and have a look at the very end, but just now I want to say a huge thank you to the people who supported the stream. I'm talking about you, Orange, for subscribing on Twitch, and also you, Hans, as well, for using your Twitch Prime. And a very special thank you to Dusk, Devilish, Naderade, Naderade again, and Dusk again, for their roughly $5 super chats. They keep the stream going. Thank you so much. You can see the final standings. It was pretty much a bloodbath. By the time we put player 2 down, they really had nothing left. We finished on a fairly impressive 25,000 fame, considering we spent 2 eras as the Edo Japanese. That's not bad. I think our aesthete stars earned us a lot of extra fame thanks to that incredible civic that I've already covered on my channel. Very powerful. Doubling the aesthete fame is very good. This will be likely the last Humankind stream of this week, but I will be streaming one more time this week tomorrow before I think I might not be able to for a few days after that. Maybe, tentatively, I'm not sure, but there will be a stream tomorrow around the same time, likely playing maybe Crusader Kings or Civ, Total War. New game comes out in a couple of days as well, so that could be worth a look. I don't know. Either way, calls for space, I see. Nuke everyone and go to space, yeah. Either way, that's kind of the plan for the rest of the week. Stream tomorrow, and then maybe not anymore for a little bit. We'll see how we go.